Well, good morning, Southeast Arkansas. It's time for our morning devotional. I know I missed yesterday, and just one of those days. It happens periodically. I try to post regularly, but sometimes it just doesn't work out. So this morning, our devotional is Jesus is the way. And our devotional verse is John 14:6. Jesus said to him, I am the way and the truth and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me. A while back, there was a thing you heard on the TV all the time. It was a little phrase that said, it's my money and I want it now. And what that was an advertisement for a company that helped people who had received some sort of monetary settlement. Instead of it being paid out over the years, they could get all their money right now. Well, the ironic thing was, they could get their big lump of money, but the company that was doing it for them took a big chunk of that. A big chunk of that money that they thought they wanted now ended up in the company's hands. Those folks paid some big bucks to get their hands on their bucks. Now, that's not really the point of this. The point is that people want their way. We want things to be, as we say, fair. I remember back in my house when our kids were small, when we would serve shrimp, we used to count the shrimp when we ate them so that everybody got their fair share and nobody got shorted. You know, even if a person didn't want to eat 10 shrimp, they wanted their 10 shrimp. Just so everything stayed fair. People love to have it their way. So, I look at the passages that we just covered, and I personally find a lot of great comfort in it. But did you know that it makes some people angry? If you're one of those people, this devotional, it's for you. It may make you even angrier, but that's okay. I can live with that. Some people would tell you that passage is exclusionary. What they would say is it's unfair for Jesus to impose any restrictions on how we find our way to God. People say, I do God my own way. I've heard that a lot, or a variation of it, time after time. Then there's something like, it doesn't matter what God I pick as long as I'm sincere about it. I've heard that one a lot too. Then comes the anger towards Christians. The Christians would upset their apple cart and tell them that they are actually quite wrong. Friends, if you think you can get to God however you want because you're sincere, then I'm here to tell you that you were wrong. You may scream that I'm being exclusionary, but I'm going to tell you that actually reflects a very poor command of the English language. If I were being exclusionary, I would not tell you the truth. I would exclude you. If God were exclusionary, he would hide the truth from you, but he told his children to tell everybody. The path to God is not exclusionary, but it is exclusive. And those words do not mean the same thing. God welcomes everyone. He welcomes all. But we have to do it his way. And that way is through the work of his Son, Jesus Christ. So if that upsets you, you need to ask yourself something. Is having it your way worth your eternal destiny? Have a blessed day in the Lord, my friends.